And we will tell our kids and mean it that you do get ahead of the United States with your own hard work and commitment and dedication, and that you are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream we know. That is what we're going to revive to make this country great again. Help save our country, and thank you for having me.
Hey guys, good morning. It's a Saturday. I woke up in Columbus, been traveling a ton since the RNC convention, but I'm making an exception to do one more trip, day trip today to Nashville. I'm going to the Bitcoin conference. I've been to this conference before, long before it was as wildly popular, especially amongst political leaders today. Donald Trump's going to be there. I'm going to be on a panel with Marsha Blackburn, great U.S. Senator from Tennessee. I think there's a number of other senators and policymakers who are going to be there, plus some cultural leaders too. And I do think we're facing a shifting environment. This year's election could actually portend a major change, not just for Bitcoin, but for the world of crypto more broadly. So we're going to explore what that looks like. Going to be pretty jam-packed. I don't know what to expect exactly of today, but we're going to do some events. I'm going to speak from the stage and then speak from some others. Karthik and Arjun, we had a great day together yesterday, but you know what? They're going to drop me off at the airport, and then we're going to get out of here. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're at the airport. There's Karthik. Boys are dropping me off. We got to get Arjun, too. Do you know where I'm going today? Yeah, it's good. Do you know where I'm going today? Where? Nashville, yeah. Love you. Okay, bye, guys. Okay. We're arriving. We're doing the Bitcoin conference, but as always, there's some events around it too. So we're kicking off the day with an event with my friend, Senator Marsha Blackburn. She's one of the best we have in the Senate. I really like her, actually. She's just like a good person, very thoughtful, and quite unafraid. About the best you could ask for from politicians. You don't get that very often. So gonna go hang out with her and a few friends they put together. Then we're gonna get to the Bitcoin conference, have some meetings with some smart folks who I'm looking forward to learning from. And then we'll get on with the day with Donald Trump's speech. I'm gonna speak. And then, we got some podcast at the end of the day, hop on this plane and get back home for tonight. That's the plan. Let's do it.
Tell our kids and mean it that you do get ahead of the United States with your own hard work and commitment and dedication, and that you are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream we know. That is what we're going to revive to make this country great again. Thank you. Support Marsha Blackburn to the maximum. Help save our country, and thank you for having me, guys. God bless you and your families and our United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Keep on.
Thank you.
Keep fighting.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, now we're on premise at Bitcoin. Where are we? Some hotel?
Music City Center.
Music City Center? Yeah, looks pretty good.
You excited?
Yeah, this is, I've definitely been to this conference before. It's definitely a lot more energy and just, a lot more seriousness and heft that I've seen in the past, which is good. I think it's great for people who've been part of this community for a long time. So, very different from when I came even a year ago. World of difference here. You know, I'm not sure what to expect today, actually. I'm hopefully looking forward to some more thoughtful dialogue, not just a lot of rah-rah, yeah, Bitcoin, rah-rah, but like actually the depth of what it means and why it's important and what some of the unanswered questions are for the future. There should be healthy debates even within this community about what the future of the policy regime should look like. So I hope that's what we'll see. We'll see.
You are the modern day Edisons and Wright brothers and Carnegies and Henry Fords, and what you do in your lifetime stands a chance to outlive us all. and inspire humanity for generations to come. This will go down as a very important day in the history of your industry. Together, you are building America's future with your own smarts, your own grit, and your own skin in the game. You have a lot of skin in the game, and that's what you're doing. It takes courage to do it. Most people don't have that courage. My job will be to set you free and to let you do what Americans do best and what you're going to do better than anybody. Win, win, win. You're going to win, win, win.
Think about what is sucking the lifeblood out of the United States of America. It is the rise of this fourth branch of government. The people who were never elected to run the government, who are actually writing rules that are affecting not only every one of you, but every American. I think what you're going to get out of that second Trump term isn't there to go around and just mess around the edges of it. We want to get in there and actually shut that down.
Bitcoin conference, biggest I've ever seen it by far. It's like not even close. Like the scale of this. Hey. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Are we going to car? Or are we going to? Highlight of the day was. I gotta think about that. I mean, I think hearing President Trump sort of making the remarks and commitments he did was, I think, a highlight for obviously everyone who attended. On a personal note, it was seeing people's actual patriotism in a way that I did not see even at this very conference a year ago. What do I mean by that? I mean that their love of Bitcoin came through last time. Their love of the United States, I think, started to show a little bit more this time, and I appreciated that. So that was kind of one of my big highlights. Hey guys, just got out of the Bitcoin conference. Stopping by to do a podcast with actually a Bitcoin podcast, theme of the day, in Nashville, it seems. If we have time, you think we're gonna get to Kid Rock's house?
I think so.
All right, we gotta wrap this up. How far is that one from the airport, you know? All right, well,
Haven't checked yet. We'll check it
it's
out.
a nice day, so they're gonna be grilling outside. And so hopefully we stop by that thing and then we get home by a decent hour tonight. I like talking about the Federal Reserve. I think that's where the Bitcoin audience is at its best and its deepest. You know, I think the parts where we're feeling like it's less about advocacy for one particular asset or asset class, which at times, admittedly, a conference like that can feel like, and more when it's about first principles and actually reform of the very government cronyism that it was created to correct for. That, I think, is by and away the best parts of the discussion. So hopefully we have more of that in this podcast too. All right, let's do it. Just even the subject matter that we share an interest in, right? Bitcoin, crypto policy. He didn't try to pretend to be something he wasn't. So I think he's intellectually curious. I think he does care deeply about national unity. I think he does. And I also think that there's a time and place for different kinds of presidents. And I think now is a time and place for somebody who's going to be a strong but also proven commander-in-chief. A lot of Bitcoin today. I enjoyed it though. It's good because it makes you think. So, see, we're going to decide whether we have time to go to Kid Rock's house or not before we get to the airport. What do you think? You think we should go? All right, let's see. Let's see what kind of time we have. I think this is going to be a pretty important event because I think Donald Trump and a lot of us up there made some pretty hard policy prescriptions. So I think that specificity is good. It holds Democrats and Republicans, frankly, to a higher standard. So I think it's going to be a good catalyst in elevating the quality of political discussion. Why don't we get back to Ohio? Let's do it. Let's get to bed. Thanks. Good to be back. Long day, fun. I would say it will lessen the context of necessarily this election, But in the course of maybe financial history, but at least the history of Bitcoin, definitely a major milestone today. And it was hopefully a thought-provoking event for everybody who went. We're going to actually go to the State Fair tomorrow, change things up a little bit. So the Ohio State Fair is here. I think it's supposed to be a pretty good day, so I might take the boys there. Be a good way to decompress after a heavy travel week. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming along today. I appreciate it.